Hello and welcome to Hessens County. I'm glad that you could join us again today for another TTRPG Talk short. This video series takes a look at tabletop role-playing games and related materials in short form. The game for today's review is Nexalis by Cesar Capacle, with significant art contributions from Penflower Inc. and Warabu. You and your players take on the role of drifters, wandering explorers of the Starbound Isles. You travel from island to island in the Nectar, an astral sea that links these unique broken land masses together, seeking to better understand the cosmic nexus that powers the world magic. Along the way, you help these people on the islands overcome some of their troubles and trials. Nexalis cites among its inspirations a C4, Aegon, Ironsworn, and Blades in the Dark. I see a lot of these pretty clearly with the structured Odyssey-like island hopping of Aegon, the ability for strong solo play from Ironsworn, and the character systems that seem to be pretty forged in the dark to me. Unfortunately, I'm unfamiliar with C4 as this is a Brazilian-Portuguese RPG engine, but since a lot of the sort of rule structure from Nexalis comes from C4, it has piqued my interest to kind of look a bit deeper into the works of its creator. In contrast with the tone of some of those games, Nexalis describes itself as a bright fantasy game. This emphasizes that, despite the adversity and the conflict that is confronted on the islands, the narrative is instead focused on positive growth and sacrifice, discovery, relationship building, and an emphasis on the inherent good in people and the nature of the world. Despite using playbooks, Nexalis' characters are actually pretty versatile. I would describe the existing playbooks as the Druid, the Knight-Errant, the Wizard, the Ranger, the Rogue, and She-Ra. That is to say, a barbarian with a touch of magic. Cesar also includes instructions on how to build your own playbook should you wish to include an archetype that is absent in the original game structure. Rolls are interesting, but simple, with a single six-sided die plus a ways or approach modifier, determining how your character confronts a challenge or comparing two six-sided dice for contested rolls. Two things that I particularly like is the scale that Cesar encourages you to use for nonviolent contests and the way that challenge rolls are described. The contest scale invokes a tug of war that builds tension but still has an internal clock preventing it from overstaying its welcome if there is no clear outright winner. The rules of the challenge rolls explicitly provide the ability to overcome a challenge in multiple rolls, instead chipping away at the challenge rating with different players or approaches until success is reached. This means that outright failure is less of a mechanical choice and more a narrative one. No game by Cesar Capacle would be complete without a number of generators, and Nexalis does not disappoint in this area either. It has no less than 15 different tools like oracles, randomization tables for various trials, narrative complications, procedural generators for islands and NPCs, and more. This not only helps with solo, error, or game masterless play, but it would also make facilitating play much easier even if your group does choose to play with a game master after all. And that was Nexalis. I would definitely recommend this for people who want to play a more introspective, explorative game that's less exclusively focused on combat. The island-hopping nature of the genre, the copious generators, and the playbooks mean that playing a pickup game of Nexalis is easier without sacrificing depth. This option also makes it available for occasional narratively connected filler sessions, drop-in, drop-out campaigns, or one-shots if you need some flexibility with your gaming group. The game is going to be starting a crowdfunding campaign on the Crowdfundr platform on June 22nd, or the Wednesday after this video goes live. Now, go out there and sail the astral seas, and don't forget to rate your it purchases. If you would like to show your support for this channel, or for the Hessens County blog, in the description down below, you will find links to the channel coffee and also the It store. Please feel free to take a look, and thank you for your support.